didn't know Dad had all this stuff up here.
Oh, great! Look at that! Neato! Love it. Hey, come on, guys! This is my dad.
Like this
Wait,
stuff.
he doesn't want you
Great.
up here. You heard what my mom said to the housekeeper about not wanting anybody up here.
Mikey, I cannot believe that you actually have something this cool in your house.
You guys, my mom said, you guys, stop! Put down the outfit, okay? Hey, Mikey, this is great. We only have old Hanukkah decorations in our attic. Here we have in your... Okay, guys, he's off. Now let's get out of here, okay?
Come on, Mikey, let's
Done.
I got you right where I want you.
Come on, guys, it's dusty in here. My hay fever's acting up, and you always break something. What?
Come here and make me feel like a woman. Come on, give me a nice wet licorice kiss.
Hi, gotcha. Now get out from behind there. You're ruining the painting. You're ruining my joke. It's all right. It's already flat. Hey, Mikey, what? What is all this neat stuff? The museum did some kind of... Where'd you get this? Right there. They did a show. It was a retrospectum. And it was about...
Retrospective.
That's what I said. You always contradict me. I was right. I knew what it was about the history of Astoria. And these are the rejects. Kind of like us, Mike. The Goonies.
Yeah, I'm not a reject.
Take that stuff off. You can get me in trouble.
Whoa. You know how this works?
Neat. What?
Laser
beams.
What? If you put one finger there.
Mouth, when you drop something, put it back up. Oh. What's this? Chunk! I will touch it. I know you didn't touch it. Get over here.
Don't touch it, Chuck.
Hold this. Why me, Mike? Mike, take this up here. There's a real big ball, you know, and it's got this big thing. What are you doing? Hey, Mike found the map. Yeah. Hey, look. That says 1632. Is that a year or something?
No, it's your top score on pole position.
Yes, it's a year, Chuck. Look, it's a map of our coastline.
What's all that Spanish junk right there?
Who knows?
Mouth, you said you could translate. Translate, right here. Yeah, translate it.
Ye intruders beware, crushing death and grief, soaked with blood of the trespassing thief.
You guys, this map is old news. Everybody and their grandfather went looking for that when our parents were our age. I mean, haven't you ever heard of that guy? What's his name? The pirate guy, One-Eyed Willie.
You met Dick, and you got to know Dick because you worked on Goonies, right? Were you on the stage for that? You were on the set for Goonies, right?
Yeah, I actually had been, like I said, with Amblin for about 8 months, and they started shooting in October of '84, and I had never really been on a set where I actually felt like I belonged. So I asked Steven if I could take a week of my vacation and go up to Astoria where they were shooting, and Steven gave his blessing, but said, get Donner's permission. So I called Jenny Lou, his executive assistant, and made the request. And later that afternoon, I got a call from Michael Thaw, who was Dick's personal assistant, and he said, Dick wants to know if you're still coming up. And I sensed in his voice there was something, maybe going wrong. And I said, well, is that going to be a problem? And he said, yeah, it's a problem. Dick said, if you're crazy enough to come up here, he's paying for it. So he paid for my plane ticket up there.
Love him.
But the second day, they put me to work.
Yeah,
smart on second unit, and so I ended up staying up there for the entire time. Steven came up to do the opening of the movie. He shot the jailbreak, and but he went back, and I stayed and came back on the charter with the cast and crew. And then when Steven started directing second unit on stage, I was with him every day. So yeah, I was there for most of it.
Well, that's what the smart ones do, right? I mean, that's how I ended up working for Milius. He was like, if you're going to hang around here, we're giving you a job. And
yeah,
which
is
yes.
Well, it's a nice vote of confidence, isn't it? I mean, to be trusted, and Dick was very well known for that. Dick would throw you in the deep end. And it wasn't a matter of sink or swim. You were going to swim. because you didn't want to disappoint Dick. So that's one of the things I loved about him, is he always gave me more than I thought I was capable of, because he believed in his staff.
Part of that you too, Mark. I hate to break it to you, and you're not one to take compliments, but you cut a pretty well-rounded impression. You're a guy that people want around. You're a guy willing to help. You're a guy willing to do any job to get the overall job done.
That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah, I know you hate to hear it, which is why I'm telling you live and not in a text message. But no, I think honestly, that's the smart play for both you and Dick Donner. It's like, well, if he's coming up, let's get him all the experience he needs. Let's do it. It's funny because there have been look, I never biopsied the production reports on the Goonies, but there has been stories, and I think they're taken way out of context, that Spielberg directed it. And no. I'm like, no, I don't. That feels like a Donner movie to me.
It definitely was, and Steven,
the way it's blocked, I'm saying it feels like a Donner movie.
Yeah, I mean, Steven didn't just presume he was going to be involved day to day. Dick's the one who invited him to direct second unit, because let's face it, we had a really short production schedule and 7 kids.
That was my next question.
All day, yeah. The 4 of the kids were 13. 3 of them were 13. 1 was 10. The others were older, but still, you can only work them, as so many hours per day. They have to be in school. They have to have recreation, and so Dick knew, just from experience, that he wasn't going to be able to get it all done in time. So he invited Steven to do it, so especially later when Dick was shooting solely on the pirate ship on stage 16, Steven was on stage 15 shooting like the wishing well and the organ chamber, supplementing some of the stuff that Dick had already shot, the water slide, and things like that. So it was a collaboration, and Steven never went beyond he didn't presume that he could just do whatever he wanted. He talked to Dick every day.
Well, that was my question, right? Just being based at Warner Brothers, having enough knowledge, going like, well, it sounds to me like the production schedule was about to run out, or was too limited to begin with, and they're like, okay, I'll take this page, you take that page.
Yeah, it was still extended. It was still extended by almost 4 weeks.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.